everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. Today's video is gonna be so much fun. We're talking about one of my favorite things, highlighter. But not just any highlighter, cream highlighters. Delicious, dewy highlighters. Things that you can put on the tops of your cheekbones that just give your face that final little kiss of health, hydration. Perfection. Before I get into it, if you have not yet, please do make sure that you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so you can be notified when I upload videos. It'd mean a lot to me. It'd be really cool if you did. You can also follow me on social medias if you wanna. Feel free to do that by checking. Ow, just hit my hand on my table. The hand will be popping up right here below me and you can follow me there because I'm not doing that again. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and take off my watch to prepare for the fact that I'm about to swatch up my arm because I know that's gonna happen. I've loosely separated these into categories. So these are my cream highlighters. Some of them are liquid. I include that all in the same category. So cream, liquid, in the realm there. Those are the highlighters we have here today. I have 1, 2, 10. We have a nice variety of brands here. So let's go ahead and begin. I'm gonna start out with the highlighters that come in solid form. So I have some that are in solid pans and then the stick ones. So some that are solid creams. So to start with, we have the Flower Beauty Day Glow Highlighting Glaze. And this is the shade Stunner. There are 2 shades of this. I know this is the lighter of the 2. There is a deeper one as well. And this highlighter is just perfection. I'm gonna say that about pretty much all these, but honestly, this highlighter is so pretty. It has not a ton of base pigment to it. It's mainly just reflect and dewiness. And it's really rare to find this type of formulation at the drugstore or even at drugstore price. So this is really special to me. This is something I reach for even over my higher end highlighters a lot of the time. It's just so pretty. Here it is blended out. Just gives you that nice dew with not a ton of base pigment to it. So it does work for quite a lot of skin tones. It's just really, really nice. It does have a little bit of a stickier texture. It's pretty thin, so it will dry down a bit, but it's not gonna dry down to like a full powdery finish. It's gonna stay a little bit dewy and a little bit slightly tacky. I'll mention if it does dry down all the way, but I think most of these here stay a little bit tacky as they dry down. Next up, we have the Nudestix Nudies All Over Face Color Glow. And I have 2 shades here. I have the shade Hey Honey and Bubbly Baby. Baby. Bubbly Baby. I feel weird saying that. Baby. That's always so fun to say. So here they are. This is Hey Honey, this is Bubbly Baby. And as you can see, Hey Honey is a much deeper gold and Bubbly Baby is a much lighter champagne. And I do quite like these being in stick form because they're just really easy to apply. Wow, this is gonna be so hard to show all these because they're so reflective. So here they are on my hand. Here's Hey Honey and Bubbly Baby. Once again, I feel like I've said those names 100 times already. I definitely use Hey Honey a lot more in the summertime. It'd be really nice for even medium tan skin tones. They also do not have a ton of base pigment, so they work really well across a ton of skin tones. They also are pretty reflective. All of these that I'm mentioning here today, I also like because they're really long lasting, and I find these in particular last really well on my skin. Okay, next up, we have the Fenty Beauty Match Stix in the shade Pearl. So this is the only highlighter shade they have in the Match Stix, I think, or only balm highlighter. So this is actually a stick balm. Where am I gonna swatch things? I'll swatch some in palms of my hand. So it is mainly clear. It's mainly a clear balm with a little bit of a warm glow to it. This is my favorite clear balm highlighter as far as those go, because there's quite a lot of those on the market now. But it's just really, really nice. It's a very, very thin formula. And I think this one dries down a bit more than the others because it's not quite as thick. Because it is so thin, it dries down a lot more. and just gives you a nice, healthy, natural looking glow with not a ton of shimmer to it. So that one's really beautiful for that. The next category of highlighters we have here, they're all of my skin tone highlighters. So these all come in skin tone shades. They're not like a gold glitter, a champagne glitter. They're very much a skin tone glow. And these are definitely the best ones that I've tried of this category. And this category has been getting a lot more popular in the recent years. But these are the best ones that I've tried for sure. So we have the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. We have the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter for Superstar Youth Glow. And we have the Auric Glow Lust. Now, these are so big, it's hard to hold them all together. These are decently similar. I'm gonna try my best to kind of separate them out. So I think I'll swatch them on the back of my arm here. So all the way over here, we have the Tarte, and then Charlotte Tilbury, and then Auric. So as you can see, they're all pretty similar. I'm gonna blend them out. There's a bit of difference between them, and obviously shade is gonna be a big factor in this as far as what you prefer and which one matches you best. But honestly, all three of these have quite nice shade ranges to where I think you could find a shade that works really good for you. But I will tell you what's unique kind of about each of them. So, yep, up here we have the Tarte Shape Tape. For me, this one is kind of a mix between the Charlotte Tilbury and the Auric. So it's a nice neutral glow. It's not too pink or too warm. I'll mention the shades I have in these. So in the Tarte, I have the shade Alight, which I think is like the second lightest shade. It's really nice. It's a nice neutral glow. I'd say it's a smidgen more subtle than the other two. So then we have the Charlotte Tilbury here in the middle. I have the shade 2 Light in this. And for me, this one dries down quite a bit more. I'd say it's slightly less glowy than the Tarte, but a little bit more glowy than a little bit brighter, a little bit more reflect is what I mean by that. A little bit more than the Auric. So this one dries down a little bit more. It's not quite as like a hydrating kind of thing. So if you're a little bit more oily, I would say the Charlotte Tilbury would be the one for you. The most hydrating out of these three is definitely the Auric. I have the shade Selenite, which is the second from the lightest. And this is definitely a really unique one for me. It's a little bit thicker in consistency than the other two. Comes out of a big old pump. You definitely get the most product with this one. This contains 1.18 fluid ounces. The Charlotte Tilbury is just 1 whole ounce. And the Tarte is only 0.2 fluid ounces. Wow, so a lot less. But also I will say with these two, they are meant to be used as more of a complexion product, and I do use them that way. I mix them often with my foundations and sometimes just put them all over as a base. So that's kind of the difference there. And the Auric one is very interesting. It's, as I said, it's a little bit thicker in texture, a little bit more hydrating, has a lot more skincare ingredients than the Charlotte Tilbury. It's meant to be very like healthy skin looking, but with a little bit more reflect. And it also does this weird thing where it blurs my skin, because usually when you put highlighter on, it's gonna highlight the texture, but it actually blurs the texture for some reason. It's crazy, but it looks really good. So there they are. They're all quite similar, but I hope that helps as far as the differences between all three of those. Okay, so last category that's just kind of random. I'll just kind of start with this one. So this one, I have two in here that are quite new to my collection. Like new to me is in the last month, they're new to me. And this is only just released pretty recently. This is from M Cosmetics. This is the Moonbeam highlighter, and I have the shade Halo. So this is a cushion highlight, has a little applicator, and there's the cushion in there. So this is a really nice golden toned highlighter. They have one that's a little bit more pink champagne, and then a deeper one that's like a bronze. I've worn this now a few times, so I have most of my thoughts on it. I haven't experienced anything I didn't like yet, except for the packaging is kind of finicky. As you can see, it doesn't stay closed, but that's not that big of a deal because it has this extra lid on the inside that does stay closed very well. If that wasn't there, that'd be a big issue because then the cushion would dry out very quickly. But this is really nice. It's a very thin formula because obviously it's in a cushion. It's not gonna be super thick. It's pretty thin and it does dry down quite a bit more than the rest of these. It's not gonna stay really tacky or sticky. It's also nice and versatile as far as like, you can sheer it out to be just a nice soft glow, or you can really build it up for intensity, just because of the thinness of the texture. So that's really nice. That's all my thoughts I have so far on this. I'll definitely keep you guys updated as I use it. The other one, the other highlighter that is quite new to me is from Vieve. This is the Skin Dew Glow Multitasker. This like shot up to like my top 3 favorite highlighters of all time the moment that I got it. This contains 0.68 fluid ounces, so over half an ounce. It comes in just this one shade right now, but it's a very nice gold that is pretty, it's not crazy, it doesn't have a crazy base pigment to it, so it's mainly just gold glow. So it will work for quite a bit of skin tones. The range is pretty wide there. What I like about this is how hydrating it feels on the skin, and just how like, not only does it have the very nice fine shimmer to it that's not like too texture enhancing or too like big of glitter particles in there, but also it feels very hydrating and gives that actual dewy effect. So you're getting like a double whammy here, where you're getting the glow from the dewiness of it, and you're also getting the extra like fine mica in there. So it's just gonna be like popping on your cheek. And it's just, maybe I'll just put a little bit of it on right now. I've just been really, really, really impressed with this so quickly. And I just take it, a little bit of it on my finger, and a little bit of it goes a very, very long way. Oh, look at that. So there it is on my cheek. I've just been obsessed, and it's just so beautiful. Definitely would recommend trying it out if you're kind of into the things that I described, the dewy and also the very wet look highlight. Okay, next up, kind of similar to this is the e.l.f. liquid highlighter. This is the only shade in this. It doesn't even have a real name on it anywhere. It literally just says illuminating on the lid. That's all it says on the whole packaging besides e.l.f. I just happened to find this on the e.l.f. website because I was looking for other cream highlighters that they would have. The one thing is this does get, does separate in the tube a bit. No, this is different. This is different. Okay, we're good. Yeah, this is different. This isn't as thick as the Vieve, and it's a little less concentrated as far as the pigment in it. So here it is on my hand. It's so hard to see these. So it's a really nice champagne. It's got that really nice wet, dewy highlight. Honestly, that's what all of these are, truly. I don't know what to tell you. It's just what I like. And these are the formulas that stand out to me. But since it is pretty sheer, I do think that it would work for a lot of skin tones, even though there's just the one shade. I'd love to see them come out with more shades of this formula because it's really nice. I think this is kind of an old formula, I feel like, that I just happened to discover. So I'd love to see more from that, but it is really nice. So if you see it anywhere or are looking for a super cheap, nice highlighter, I would definitely recommend picking that one up. The last one I'm gonna mention is also in my top 3 of all time. This is the Danessa Myricks Vision Flush in the shade Tiara. The Vision Flushes are mostly blush shades, but she does have 2 contour shades, contour bronzer shades, and 1 highlighter shade, and it's this. I would love to see her come out with more highlighter shades in this formula because wow, wow, wow. So that's it right there on my arm. Oh my goodness, it's just so reflective. Also, it's that doe foot applicator. It's really nice. It's a little bit of a moussier texture. So it's not just gonna run all over your face. It's not super liquidy. And it's just very buildable, and it's a really nice shade. And I will say it also dries down quite a bit more than the rest of these super dewy ones. And it still gives you that dewy look, but without feeling too tacky. So it's really nice for that. It's something I reach for a lot. And to be frank, I'm getting very tired of talking right now, so. But luckily that's the last one. Alrighty, you guys, those are my favorite liquid cream highlighters. I love to be dewy, as you guys know, so I love the dewy, creamy, gorgeous highlighters. I just find they look so much more skin-like and they just really melt into your skin, and that's what I love about them. I live for it. I live to be hydrated, healthy, and dewy looking, even if my skin is crusty from my eczema as it is right now. So it is what it is. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite cream highlighters are. If you don't like cream highlighters, we can't be close friends. We can be acquaintances, but I don't think we can be close friends. Because we're just, you know, you need to relate to your friends on a certain level, and I don't think we could be there if you're not into cream highlighters, even a little bit. But if you're not, I guess let me know what your favorite highlighters are anyway. Yeah, that'd be super awkward though. But if you're interested in any of these ones that I mentioned here, definitely let me know if you wanted to try them. If you're thinking about picking one of these up, that would be awesome. I'd love to know that. Or if one of these that I mentioned is also your favorite, we can have a bonding moment in our joy and love of these cream highlights. So definitely let me know that. I'd be very excited to know about that. So that's it. I'll stop talking now because my voice hurts. So I'm gonna stop. Okay, I'll just see you guys in my next video. Bye.